Okay, here's the deal. I already made a video, but I noticed something in it, and so I'm going to remake this. I'm going to try to make it quicker. This stuff here is in. There's my bathroom. There's the bedroom. Well, there's a bedroom. Okay, anyway, this stuff here. This is from my aquariums. I cleaned out the aquariums. That's not what we're talking about. We are going to talk about that. Okay, so here's a crash earlier tonight, and it was one uniform crash, and it all happened at the same time. And then I heard my dog grip into the carpet, and she tore ass out of the bedroom, and she went back here into my living room. Well, can't see that either, but there's a living room back there. Okay, well, anyway, so here's the deal. This is what I saw, and this doesn't make any sense to me. And there was one crash, and I heard it all at the same time. It wasn't like boom, 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 because you got three things, boom, 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 but that's not what this was. Anyway, I'm going to come in here, and this is my office, and I got all my office crap in here, right? Okay, here's the deal. This is what I noticed before that I didn't, whenever I was watching the last video. This got knocked over, okay? Now, I want to show you. See, this is the front side, and it's the heavier side, and I carry that away from me. I use this all the time for my big aquarium because the aquarium's so huge. I've got to stand on that to be able to get to the aquarium, basically. Well, here's the deal. I saw this. These are skid marks because this thing was sitting upright right here, and it was unfolded just like it is now. But these are skid marks. But these are big skid marks. Big skid marks come from that end, not from here. When I sat this here, down here on the ground, it was turned around. So this thing got skidded this direction and got flipped over. It's backwards to where it should be. If I pushed it over, it would have fallen, but it would be the other direction. And there's the skid marks. You can see them. And I use those towels for the aquarium that's up there, if you can see it. Okay. That's what I noticed on the video. So I had to come show that. But here's the deal. And I did move this. Last video I didn't move it, but I did it because I wanted to know that this is the box with all those DVDs. You with me? It's my chicken box because I lend this to people. You see all the DVDs? This box weighs, I don't know, probably 15 pounds or so. That other box right there, that's my file box. That's how organized I am. It's packed with paper. The box there, the white box, that thing has computer components and this kind of stuff in it. So look at how things fell. Okay, you with me? That fell that way, and this box was on the ground. It was flat on the ground, and I don't know what just could knock over this flimsy. I mean, you see it's flimsy box, very flimsy. I mean, it's ripped. Again, I've had this box for a long time. I actually put chickens in it once. That as a joke. But anyway, so here's the deal. If you look at it this way, my dog stays under that desk, and she stays over in that corner. So if she was going to come out and do this, if the dog was the only thing that could have done this, because she was asleep here because I peed and I saw her. So if she ran this way, she would have to jump up and then somehow hit the ladder to where it would twist completely around and fall over up against there, which doesn't make sense. And then she would have to come this way and then somehow get under the box, push the box over to where it is, and push the satchel off too, which I don't see that, but so she would have had to gone here to here, and then she would have had to come here right between these books, because I have all these books lined up right here against the wall, because I'm artsy. She would have had to have come through this little bitty narrow area and hit all this to where it completely toppled both of those heavy boxes, but it would have had to have been very low for center of gravity again, which center of gravity does not explain that. So knocked it all over. But then at the same time, there's this. And this is something I put yesterday afternoon. I sent back a TV bulb, which didn't work, so that's my refund order and all that stuff. So that got knocked over here. But then, I'm stepping back into my bathroom now. Hi! Ooh, don't look. Okay, so she would have had to have come here to here to here to here, over here, But then how did this paper get out here? Because when I came around the corner, the paper was already out here. She couldn't have come both spots at once. So how did that get out here? It just doesn't make any... None of this makes sense. None of this makes any kind of sense to me. I just don't understand how this possibly could have happened. And I mean, that's it. I told you what I touched. But how did this happen? And I mean, this is the room that I've had those other many things happen. But how did this happen? And that's why I'm videotaping it. Because I don't buy it. And anyway, we're at 6 minutes. But there is no explanation for this. This does not make any sense. Oh, and also, I got to throw this out. I have these little toys. They're these little mechanical toys, and I've used this as a book stop. I mean, a door stop for a long time. And I just keep hearing stuff. And that thing was totally, well, it wasn't totally out of the way. It was over here. So these little papers didn't make that toy get out of the way. And it's always open because I always keep this room open because I have it air conditioned. And it's my office. And I go in there all the time to work on the damn computer because that's where I work on my business. It's right there. And the dog stays down there. It just doesn't make any sense. That's all I'm saying. I don't get it. Excuse me.